Hey, what's going on guys, it's Flaws, and in this video we're going to go over Viper lineups on Breeze. We're going to start on the A side for attackers, and then move to the defender side, and finish on B site. Starting off on the A side for attackers, a really cool way I like to take the A site that's different from the default one where you just kind of put a wall here, or you put it a little bit deeper in the back of site, is I'll come right here between these two sheets of metal right here, just basically in the middle, it doesn't really have to be too specific. Aim at the left side of this beam where the shadow kind of goes away, so right here, and then you're just going to jump, throw your orb, like that. Then you're going to come to the top of this staircase right here, line up with the top stair but the deep part of it, so like this, and then aim at the left side of this far right beam right here, like the shadow lines up with it. Height doesn't matter on that too much, but as you come out you pop these up. People on the stairs part right here won't be able to see you, people on the bridge part won't be able to see you. It's a lot easier to actually get control of the site instead of just getting the plant off or someone sitting right here and they spam you. So it's definitely a cool way to take the site, and I don't see this enough, so definitely try this out in your game. If you want to change up your take on A, what I like to do is come to this corner right here. This is more for like an A split, but I'll line up just basically to the corner right here, but I do touch this top stair. So just like this. Just make sure you're aimed high enough so it does get in the hallway as well. And then walk up to the barrier right here, just aim at the height of this box, and then a little bit over to the right. Then once the barrier drops, you're going to throw this orb, like that. It's going to land for your cross, pop up like this. You can even pick it up on the way by. It does cover that whole entire area as you run through. And then you can pop up the wall. Your team can come out of A main while you come through here. And you have a really nice split on the site. A lot of times people in the back of the site, or maybe they're playing close up, they won't even like know what's going on, so you can catch a lot of people off guard, especially in solo queue. So definitely try this out in your games if you want a different variant of taking the A site. So for after plant right here, you can have two Molotovs that are really simple. Just come to this wall right here. You're going to see the shadow coming down from this leaf. Just aim at the bottom of the shadow and shoot one off like that. If you aim up from this moss to where this leaf meets it and then walk forward and shoot it off like this, that gets a little bit deeper in the site. So I'll show this again. One right here. And the second one like that. It's going to cover those really simple default plans, and I'm going to show a couple more from a little bit safer positions. If you get smoked off in A main as they're retaking the actual plant, what you can do is if you're trapped back here and you maybe just kind of want to get it on the plant right away, just make sure you can see this middle piece of the top of the lights right here. So right here, just aim like this and shoot it off like that. You don't actually need anything to line up with besides the top, which is really nice because no one's going to smoke that off. And that does just get that default plant position. If you're deep in A main and you want to get those on the plant right away, just come to the left side of this metal sheet right here. Aim your UI to this point right here. So you'll see me do it right now. Just like that, so it lines up with this piece of metal right here. So just like that. It's going to go over the top, come down right on that default position right there. My favorite lineup spot is in this corner right here. If someone plants mid pyramids or in this default spot right here, it'll get both of those, so push up into this corner like this. You'll see this leaf sticking out right here. Just aim to the right of it, and there's a gap where there are no leaves. It is a weird lineup because it's on leaves, but once you do it a couple times, you'll get the hang of it. So it's just in this gap. Shoot it off like that. That's for the default position. Aim to the left where this leaf sticks out, and a little bit more, just so you get to this point and make like a T, like that. So I'll shoot him off again. That and that, it goes over. That one on the left's gonna get in the middle of the site, and this one's gonna get that default position. Coming over to mid, I'll push myself in this corner right here if I want to smoke off nest. I'll aim the two top parts of my queue while it's active right here, and then I'll have the line just coming down this door frame. So I'll show you right now, just like that. It's a weird lineup because I feel like not a lot of things are actually used on this, but I'll just put the 2 points right here, along with this line, so just like this. And then on the right side of it, just line it up with the door frame on the inside, so just like this. Then once the round starts, you can just jump for this one. It's going to land right in nest and make sure that they can't see anything. It is a strange lineup, but it's very useful and they can't see anything if they're playing in the nest. Over on the B side for attackers, what I like to do is push up against this box right here, and then I'll aim up to this leaf in between that and the wire. If you want a little bit more of an exact way to line it up, just aim your left bottom part of your HUD with right here. So I'll show you right now, like that. And this one, it does go a little bit lower, but it'll still hit if you go between these two wires, but just lining it up with this is a little bit more exact and there won't be any gaps. So just like this, and then jump through like that. It's gonna go over. While that's flying over, what I like to do is push up to this corner right here, line it up so I can almost not see this wall like this. Oh, just kick me out to the side. But I'll line it up just like this, and then shoot my wall off like that. Put both these up as you come into the site. This back wall is walled off, so you can take a lot of the site. You can kind of wrap on this side, or you can wrap on the other side of the site. Anyone that's playing in the back of site can't really see anything, so by the time you actually see them, you can either have someone swinging out here and getting a kill, or even just swinging here. So they have a really tough time actually holding the site. They could play in this smoke, so you might want to drop it once your team's actually out. But it's just a different way to take the B site, other than the default one where you wall off across here and then just swing out. Over on the B site, if my team's entering, I'll push to this corner right here where the cannon is, and then I'll aim the second from left part of my bar right at the bottom of this cannon right here. So just like this. I'll aim it like that while crouching, and then you stand up and shoot your snake blade off. It is a weird lineup, but it's actually really effective. So right here, anyone holding this strong angle will either have to fall back, or they'll be vulnerable when you swing out. If they're playing in this corner, they have to swing forward. So this really just kind of isolates this choke point a little bit more and lets you get a little bit more space. You can also pair this with that orb I showed in the last clip, just to get out on site a little easier. If you plant default right here in the safe spot of sight, come between these three lines on the wall, the lowest one right here, and then aim with your HUD underneath the numbers of the 100 right there. There's a little line, just aim it right in between that cannon barrel. So just like that, shoot it off. It's gonna go over the top, land right in that spot. So like this, basically just deny the plant. If you're trapped in this corner right here, maybe they smoked you off, maybe you're not even smoked off, but you just want to get them off the plant, just come right here. You'll see this like little kind of pointy leaf, and then just aim up, and there's a little bit more dull, and then just aim to the right a little bit. This one doesn't have to be too exact, but it just goes over the top, lands in that same spot, and gets them off the plant right here. Moving over to the defender side, if you want to set up on A, just push up to this corner right here. Aim your wall so it hits this corner mid pretty much, so right about here. It doesn't actually have to be too specific, but just like that. Then when the game starts, you're going to go pop it open like this. It's going to be a good wall for the front of sight. If your teammate's playing in halls, it's a good way to take halls, because if they come up here, they're just pushing through it. So it's a really good way just to get someone close halls, and you get to just kind of have that good wall if they do start executing on the A site. You can use your poison orb to hold double doors by pushing to this corner before the round starts. Aim at the top left of this darker mark right here, and then you're just going to jump and right click. Just like that. It's going to go right there. When the round starts, if anyone's running up right away, you can see their feet before they can see you. If you play in this back box position, it's very good because it's really hard for them to see you. Just know that they can kind of do little peeks, but that back box position is tough to clear out. But if anyone is trying to just run right through, it's a good way just to kind of slow them down. If they manage to take the A site and maybe you're walled off or you just can't see what's going down on the actual site itself, what you can do is back up right here. Just aim above this metal, but below like this railing right here, and then just walk forward and shoot off a snake bite just to deny plant. So it's a really good way to just kind of get that plant a little bit delayed, so maybe the wall does go down. You have a little bit more of a chance of getting a take on the actual site before the plant goes down. If you want to line up, just back up this corner and aim right here if there's no wall, and that just gets a little bit deeper in both sides. So definitely try that out if they're taking the site and you can't stop them. If you want a bit of a retake smoke, what you can do is push in front of these boxes right here, aim at the left side of this left pipe, shoot your wall off like that. So if they're taking the site, you can pop this up like this. If they do want to plant, they have to push through, or if they don't push through, they're going to be only in this corner. So you can play either close here, a little bit back, just kind of holding. But it's a good way just to split the site and kind of just make it awkward for the attackers to get the spike down. Because they do want to plant in this area, but if your teammate's just holding back here on the other side of the wall, or in this corner, and you hear the spike being planted, both of you can just spam this and then there's a really good chance you just get that kill. So it's a good way to just kind of confuse the attackers into just almost baiting them into planting, but then you just get a free kill. So if you kind of want to play a little more passive on the site, try this one out. If you guys want to play a little more aggressive or you just want to play more standard, just try this normal wall right at the start. If I'm setting up for middle, I'll push into this corner at the start of the round. I'll look at the mini-map and make sure I just hit this box. Doesn't matter where on the box, just hit it. I'll shoot it off like that. This way, when you pop it up at the start of the round, anyone that swings out won't be able to get any picks or anything. Your team can actually push forward into middle. If you are rotating from B to A though, and you want to use this as cover, just make sure you're either walking or you know that someone could swing out through this at any point. But this is just a really good way to deny information at mid, and your teammates can just kind of work around it. At B, I'll either throw an orb right here, or I'll jump up right here like this. Aim at the corner right here where this stone meets the top of the wall right here, like this, and then just jump right click, like that. This way when they swing out, you can put this up and shoot feet if they're swinging out. It's just a kind of different way to use your orb, other than just like that standard one where you throw it down and then people wait it out sometimes, and then just run right in. If you want another wall just to cut off the B entrance right here, what you can do is back up, put this window in this wall, basically just like this, and then you're going to aim up from there and shoot it off. As they enter the site, this is walled off. They can't really get a lot of space on the site. If they're trying to take elbow, your teammates can be pushed up to the point where when they go through, they already have to be at a disadvantage because they're fighting multiple angles. And if anyone wants to take mid, it's also walled off. So it's a really good way just to try to like get a lot of map control with just one wall. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below. If you guys want to see more lineup videos, consider subscribing. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.